Okay, me, I have plenty things to say.
So say that to other people because I'm not listening, okay?
Then walk out the who the do you think you are? What the
why would I have to walk out? This is not
you
the
have
show.
to listen now.
It's Ebuka's face for me. See how he just stayed. I was listening to them butt heads. He did not even, interject. I was like, okay, go on. Let me listen to what you guys are saying. Ebuka and Aproko, 5 and 6. He's my mentor at this point. Tonight, there was a lot of butting heads. Like, there was a lot of bad bulls here and there. But the funny thing is that what surprised me the most was the issue that Arin and Nini had. I did not know there was anything going on with them. I thought they were besties. So when I saw that we're expecting a fight between Arin and Nini, I was so shocked. I was like,
So that's the end of that then. You didn't say anything to Perry in the moment when he said something.
Don't be
Exactly, that's the end. So done.
My dear, go and sleep.
Yeah, serious. Hey, in all of this other, like with all these other issues that they had, all these other issues that were addressed, it was expected because we know that these people, we know the things that happen in the house. So, but Arin and Nini's own, I did not see it coming at all. I don't even know what exactly happened. Basically, Nini was in a conversation where Arin was being talked about and she didn't shut it down. So we are going to get to that part. But for now, let's just start the way that it started at the reunion. The reunion was mainly about that conversation that happened in the executive lounge that had the ladies literally slandering, like they were slandering Angel. So they showed them that conversation. Immediately they showed the conversation. I was like, okay, it's about to go down.
She behaves as if she doesn't know what she's doing. All this time she deceives people here is deceiving her. Yeah, I've seen what I've seen for myself. I've seen every guy passionately. Do you know, it's not fair. And there, they give Angel always juice. Is it to put her inside? And why would you even do that?
Maria can gossip. See the way her mouth was just doing ta. I'm not like the way I was looking at the conversation before is not the way I'm looking at it now. She just rolling her mouth, just did this, it was her mouth was just looking all gossipy. So basically they talked about that conversation and Ebuka obviously asked Maria what was that about and how she feels about the conversation now. And Maria was like, that was her opinion about Angel at the time, and basically that's just her own opinion, that she's not saying that Angel is a bad person or anything, or she's better than Angel, but it was just her opinion.
That was my opinion in regards to Angel.
Which was?
What you just saw in the clip.
What did you think?
I just said Angel kisses most people, well, almost all the guys in the house passionately. And that's just my opinion about Angel. Like, am I a saint? Of course not.
You have already agreed to the fact that you are not a saint. So what was the entire conversation about? Like, that you're also pretty much guilty of this thing that you're literally slandering this other person for. So what's the point? What's the point of judging another person on top of the whole matter? So to be honest, in the entire house, that conversation in the executive lounge was, I would consider it the wrongest conversation that happened in the Big Brother house. That was like the cringiest, the wrongest. That conversation was just completely wrong. I would have thought that Maria would have just literally apologized, and then it would not really cause a fuss, like, okay, but she was saying that she was not going to apologize. Meanwhile, when she came out of the house, she apologized to Angel's dad. I don't know if you guys remember that video. The final day, there was a live video, or like it was a video online, showing where she went to Angel's dad. I was like saying she's sorry and all of that. So if you felt that you were wrong, then why are you now, how is it that you're now changing your mind now on being wrong? Or have you thought about the whole thing and you're like, okay, I don't think I did anything wrong? So that's just my opinion about that one. The shower continued, and the conversation moved on to Peace. With Peace was basically defending Sammy, or coming from the place of talking about Sammy.
But no one really listened to Sammy. And I was like, it was just very unfair that no one really listened to him.
Of course nobody listened to him. He liked you. Like, what are you talking about? You guys were in the garden fraternizing.
So what?
What gave him the right to touch me? Like,
the gag is, I even listened to you as well.
How does it correlate? Others were not listening to him because he liked Peace. That is a reason for them not to listen to him. So I think she just wanted to put that into the equation, just as in, okay, let me just establish that I knew that Sammy liked you. That's why she now fixed it in, and from there, the conversation about Sammy liking Peace now came into the equation. Then there's something that Angel said that just made Peace like, huh? Like
everyone was talking about how
his little Peace.
Like, everyone.
He was.
Please, girl.
With her.
Everyone literally wanted to listen to Angel. No one really listened to him. I listened.
Do you mean little piece as in his? You know how you call somebody's side piece, like piece as in Piece or piece, because Peace is literally her name. So which one? It was basically just a shade that Angel was throwing Sha at that point. They now moved on to Sammy to have a conversation just to understand what the issue was from his own angle. And Sammy, that Sammy is something else. Sammy was like, he didn't even know what slut shaming was. That when the issue came up, they told him that he had slut shamed somebody. He didn't even know what it was. So they now kind of explained to him. So he was a little oblivious about the situation until they came and explained to him.
We were at the garden. Jenke was asking me, Sammy, did you actually slut shame? I said, what is slut shame? So she explained, she defined the word slut shame. I'm like, oh, for real? Did I talk about her body or the way she lived?
Then Angel now talked about what exactly brought up the issue. So what caused the issue between Sammy and Angel then was there were some new housemates, right? And they played a truth or dare game. They now dared one of the new housemates to kiss Angel, and she kissed the boy. And that was the time that I think she and Sammy were trying to see if things were going to work out between them. That's how Sammy, got mad, got angry. With Angel and Sammy issue, I think Angel was the one that rained the most insults on Sammy. But the only reason why she was she got really pissed is the fact that people were laughing when Sammy was insulting her. Then there's something funny that he now said. Angel was saying that, why would you be having an issue with me doing this? Meanwhile, during the truth or dare games, they also dared somebody to do something. They dared, I think it was Queen, they dared to check on him, and he allowed it, and she didn't take offense.
Why was it a problem for you when you did the exact same thing that night? It's just that you didn't kiss Queen, but they asked her to twerk on him. I didn't care about stuff like that. Like, it's a game.
Because I liked you then.
Truth or dare.
Yeah, I liked you.
Okay, but you also like peace.
It's possible I liked you more.
Okay, so that's not an honor.
Of course now.
Sammy, you guys are having a serious conversation. Which one is maybe I liked you more? Like, okay, how is that an excuse? You liked me more, but you still liked another person and you were trying to get through to the person. Like, you have no right to be angry because we're doing the same thing, basically. So for Maria and Angel was saying that, why would you come and smile to my face, pretend to be my friend, and then you're saying this behind me? That's where Maria denied her straight, that they were not friends, that it was just like it was a weekend friendship.
Why did you pretend to be my friend while being in the diary room calling me out my name?
I never pretended to be your friend. How were we friends in the house? We were only cool during
friends in the house, really?
Friday, Saturday nights. That was the only time we were always cool.
Let's say, sure, you were not my friend. Okay, me, I liked Maria. Cool.
They shall not deny you in public in Jesus' name. Amen. So with Angel and Maria's dynamics, I can't even remember what their dynamics was like, because were they friends? I don't think they were friends per se, but I don't think I remember Maria ever expressing any kind of negativity towards Angel to her face. So I think that's the angle that Angel was coming from, because they didn't have any issues. I mean, did they quarrel? They didn't really. It was just Angel and Liquor Rose that had issues, right? Then Angel was now saying to Maria that you also flirted with some guys in the house, right? You flirted with other guys. You flirted with Emma. You flirted with Michael.
You flirted with Emmanuel, you flirted with Michael.
Do you know how many times Emmanuel flirted with me and I thought it was cruise? And I thought it was cruise, and I'll be dragging him to the corridor.
And I'm like, okay, so you both agree that Emma was a flirt, right? So there was a lot of flirting going on with Emma in the house. Emma is going to answer in maybe another episode. Before now, Emma didn't say anything. Maria, in particular, did not feel like with the guys it was anything else. It was just, boys will be boys. You guys remember the conversation she had with Biggie, and Biggie now asked that, like, these guys should also be held accountable. Like, if they are open to what Angel is doing with them, then they should also be held accountable. And she was like, boys will be boys. The whole thing around, like, Maria and passing judgment on Angel and all of that, it was just weird to me, because the way I saw the house, the way I looked at the Big Brother house this season, they were all flats. This particular house, they were all kind of like that. The only difference is that with Angel, she also had the other side of her, that she did not like to wear clothes, she did not like to wear bra. So you would already assume that this is how she is, and then you now add on to that. Then moving on, Maria was just denying calling her a prostitute or calling her whatever it is.
Why would you call me easy? Did I any of them?
I never called
Any of them
called you a prostitute, Angel.
Was I
Neither
going
did
to
I
kiss any
ever
of them
call you a
as-
slut. Let's just have that out there. I never slut
was
shamed
I
you,
going
body
to
shamed
kiss
you,
any
ever.
It kind of implied it's like, okay, she's loose, she's this, she's that. Kind of implied that kind of thing, right? So yeah. As for Nini, she said that at the time she didn't have any issues with Angel, that she even liked Angel, but the conversation that they were having was around the fact that Angel was being strategic, and the only contribution she had to the conversation was that Michael said something about Angel.
And the only thing I said was the same thing. Oh, Michael said, and I don't know, Angel, if you listened to from the beginning, I don't know if it was Ed. When they started speaking about Angel, I said, oh, I actually like Angel. So we're good.
So now this thing that she's talking about Michael saying is the fact that Angel's VJ is smelling, smells kind of stuff. Meanwhile, Michael did not exactly say that, right? Even when they said it in the executive lounge, and I was like, when this conversation happened, I actually felt like Michael said it because of the way they had a conversation, and they were now saying, they will say this thing is smelling. So it was like, it's like they were mocking her, laughing at her. That kind of that's the way the conversation was going. So like when the Michael said it now turns out that it was during the game that they played, the whisper game, where somebody will ask you in your ear to name the person you think has like maybe the smelliest this. They were asking a lot of crazy questions, so you have to just pick somebody. It doesn't mean that that's the person you think, but you have to sharp pick somebody.
I've never been anywhere close to her, you know what I'm saying, to know what it do you get. So how am I gonna know? You understand? And I told her too. I went over to her. I was like, you know, I picked you on some cruise shit, right? Like, you know, I don't mean it.
That's when Angel now asked Nina that if it was Arin, would she have wouldn't she have shut down the conversation? Would she have allowed it to go on? And Nini now said that she would have. She wouldn't have shut it down. She would have listened because it's a game in the house. They're playing a game, and maybe some people may be strategizing and playing with her. So that's when Arin now agreed that there was a conversation that happened that Nini didn't shut down. So obviously, if it was her, she would have not shut it down.
Calling me a dirty, ugly. She didn't shut it down, so I don't think she would have.
That's why I like Arin. If it was Arin that was there, she would have shut it down immediately. Especially when it comes to something that has to do with like lady shaming a lady and all. We're going to see what happens with the conversation next time. I hope they don't extend this particular one to next time. I beg. Let's have another thing, because the way this reunion is going is like it's going to be really long. So they're addressing half issues per day. So yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye, love you.